Good morning. Are you awake? Well, you will be soon if you aren't already. So, feeling your feet planted on the floor, barefoot, wiggle your toes, and maybe shake out your upper body. Just breathe. Settle into your chair, finding your comfortable seat, hips slightly above the knees, and barefoot, free. Look at the four agreements again, just as a reminder, and get a perspective on personal freedom from the Toltec Wisdom book, written by Don Miguel Ruiz, The Four Agreements. But first, let's settle into this now moment fully, getting aligned physically and bringing our mind, body, spirit together as one with our full awareness in the present moment, using our breath as an anchor. So feel free to close your eyes, go inward, and just listen to the sound of the bell. Resonate with your heart, your body. Just enjoy. And closing your eyes if they aren't already closed. Smiling, breathing, relaxing the body fully. You can do your own internal body scan. Starting at the crown of your head with the scalp, checking in for ultimate relaxation, and anything that feels tense, loosen it up by moving or just bringing conscious awareness to that part of the body and letting go. So breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And a gentle smile will relax your facial muscles, the forehead, space between the brows, the cheeks, the jaw, the tongue, the lips. Relax the neck, the shoulders, collarbone, the chest. Recognize and feel into the heart space. Relax the ribs, the belly, the sits bones, fully supported by your chair and by the earth. Relax the upper spine, middle spine, lower spine. Feel into your thighs. Relax your legs, knees, calves, shins, ankles, feet, toes. Relax the upper arms, elbows dangle. Wrists relax on your thighs with palms face down or face up. I tend to go face down. Fingers loose. So any hand position is fine. You have a favorite. And come back to the breath, observing the breath with the mind, concentrating on the inhalation and exhalation, letting go of thoughts as they enter the mind. Just let them pass on by. No need to hold on to any thought. And just relax the body. Being present fully right here, right now. Feeling cool air enter the nostrils and the warm air exit the nostrils. Just enjoying being in a body. Acknowledging your mind, allowing it to settle by just focusing on the breath and noticing your ability to observe thoughts and choose not to be attached, not to spin up any stories or linger on any thoughts. Just come back to the breath. Building your ability to be present in this now moment without distraction, just pure presence. So let's have a few minutes of silence just to feel into the body, pay attention to the breath, and be in this moment, trusting and allowing. Breathing in joy, feeling that fill the body, and exhale peace. Just observing the breath, riding the waves of the inhale and exhale. Just notice if your body is fully relaxed, if your breath is even and steady. No need to control it, just observe. So when we can be mindful of the breath, we can be mindful in the moment, fully present, calm, centered, able to think clearly without a lot of chaotic thinking. We want our mind clear like the surface of a lake, with all the sedimentation having floated to the bottom so we can have clear insight into the moment. Just like gazing at a pond and seeing all the way to the bottom. So we can observe the mind and its activity and choose to focus on the breath. Creating a sense of joy, freedom, relaxation, calm. Just being. And expanding your awareness of your heart, your spirit. Communication comes through the body, through each cell. There's wisdom within. We want to be sensation scientists. so that we can learn, experience the wisdom, and be guided from within, letting go of any external programs that no longer serve. We can use our own insight, our own wisdom for decisions, actions, words, feelings, sensations, perceptions. They're all choices when we become more aware of the possibilities that exist. Infinite supply of possibilities. So, feeling into your heart space, you may want to put one hand or both hands on the heart and fill the body, opening at the crown of the head. You can imagine this beautiful golden light entering the body that is just full of unconditional love for you. And this is what your highest self wants most, is your pure joy, happiness, feeling safe, secure, loved. So give yourself that self love, filling the body with unconditional love, swirling this beautiful light in a spiraling direction, taking up all the space, penetrating each and every cell and spaces between. And nourish the body with light and love. And once we've nourished our body, we can nourish our energy body that surrounds our physical body with that same light and love. And then we can allow that light and love to beam out in 360 degrees direction, like ripples on the pond, sending our light and love out into space, penetrating the earth, surrounding the earth, our home. Being grateful for Mother Earth and all the nourishment and support. Being grateful for Father Sky, Sun, the moon, the stars, all the planets, all beings everywhere. May all beings be happy, be well, be at peace. So when we have this sense of peace, this unconditional love for self, isn't it so much easier to extend that when your cup is full and overflowing? You have plenty of love to give. But if we ignore our own needs, our own feelings, maybe even hurt feelings, if we ignore those, we may lash out at others because we haven't taken care of ourselves. So that's each and every person's responsibility, 100% responsible for your being, your state of being. And if you ever need help, it's always good to ask those that love you for your support. Sometimes you need to ask for support. That's perfectly wanted. People love to help, but sometimes they need to be asked. So, sensing your heart expanding, sending that love out to the entire universe. feeling that unconditional love, peace, surrender, trust. And that's as simple as it gets. So, breathing in, I'm aware I'm breathing in, breathing out, I'm aware I'm breathing out. Just enjoying the breath, enjoying the peace and calm in the body, appreciating the mind, what it gives, does for us, and also appreciating the heart and the sensations, maybe the excitement of life, following that trail, curiosity, excitement, and checking in to be sure the mind isn't throwing obstacles in the way with its habitual ways of judging or criticizing. So just be careful with the thoughts that come into the mind and know that you can release them easily. Just coming back to the breath, focusing there. So breathing in, I have arrived. Breathing out, I am home. Home in the here and now, present, awake. Mm. Thank you for joining, and you're welcome to hang around. I'm going to read a little bit more, or if you have to go, gotta go. You are loved, and the divine in me bows to and recognizes the divine in you. Namaste. And I'm Donna. Thank you for joining me. This mindfulness practice has expanded in my personal practice to include a heart expansion because I certainly want to be led through life by my heart more than just my mind. Mind is helpful, but can get in the way. So I'm going to read from the Toltec Path to Freedom chapter from the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Just going to continue where I left off. We were talking about the parasite. And let's go back. The parasite being, there's a definition here. It's just basically what gets into the mind, like the judge and the victim. And he talks about when we discover that the mind is controlled by the judge and the victim, and the real us is in the corner, we have just two choices. One choice is to keep living the way we are, to surrender to the judge and the victim, to keep living in the dream of the planet. Or the second choice is to do what we do as children when parents try to domesticate us. We can rebel and say no. We can declare a war against the parasite. So I'm going to just keep reading about what he talks about as the parasite. The parasite can be compared to a monster with 1,000 heads. Every head of the parasite is one of the fears that we have. If we want to be free, we have to destroy the parasite. One solution is to attack the parasite head by head, which means we face each of our fears one by one. This is a slow process, but it works. Every time we face one of the fears, we are a little more free. A second approach is to stop feeding the parasite. If we don't give the parasite any food, we kill the parasite by starvation. To do this, we have to gain control of our emotions. We have to refrain from fueling the emotions that come from fear. This is easy to say, but it is very difficult to do. It is difficult because the judge and the victim control our mind. A third solution is called the initiation of the dead. The initiation of the dead is found in many traditions and esoteric schools around the world. We find it in Egypt, India, Greece, and America. This is a symbolic death which kills the parasite without harming our physical body. When we die, symbolically, the parasite has to die. This is faster than the first two solutions, but it is even more difficult to do. We need a great deal of courage to face the angel of death. We need to be very strong. Let's take a closer look at each of these solutions. We have learned that the dream you are living now is the result of the outside dream, hooking your attention and feeding you all of your beliefs. The process of domestication can be called the dream of the first attention, because it was how your attention was used for the first time to create the first dream of your life. One way to change your beliefs is to focus your attention on all those agreements and beliefs, and change the agreements with yourself. In doing this, you are using your attention for the second time, thus creating the dream of the second attention, or the new dream. The difference is that you are no longer innocent. When you were a child, this was not true. You didn't have a choice, but you are no longer a child. Now it's up to you to choose what to believe and what not to believe. You can choose to believe in anything, and that includes believing in yourself. The first step is to become aware of the fog that is in your mind. You must become aware that you are dreaming all the time. Only with awareness do you have the possibility of transforming your dream. If you have the awareness that the whole drama of your life is the result of what you believe, and what you believe is not real, then you can begin to change it. However, to really change your beliefs, you need to focus your attention on what it is that you want to change. You have to know which agreements you want to change before you can change them. So the next step is to develop awareness of all the self-limiting, fear-based beliefs that make you unhappy. You take an inventory of all that you believe, all your agreements, and through this process, you begin the transformation. The Toltecs called this the art of transformation, and it's a whole mastery. You achieve the mastery of transformation by changing the fear-based agreements that make you suffer and reprogramming your own mind in your own way. One of the ways to do this is to explore and adopt alternative beliefs, such as the Four Agreements. The decision to adopt the Four Agreements is a declaration of war to regain your freedom from the parasite. The Four Agreements offer the possibility of ending the emotional pain, which can open the door for you to enjoy your life and begin a new dream. It's up to you to explore the possibilities of your dream if you are interested. The Four Agreements were created to assist you in the art of transformation, to help you break the limiting agreements, gain more personal power, and become stronger. The stronger you get, the more agreements you can break until the moment comes when you make it to the core of all of those agreements. And those four agreements, as a reminder, are: be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions. Always do your best. I will read more another day. Just thoughts for the day. Notice any agreements that don't serve you, and you can form a new agreement. It's your choice. So thanks again for joining me, and I will see you again soon. You are loved by this loving universe. Feel that unconditional love. Feel the joy. It is your birthright. And I will see you soon. I love you. Bye for now.